Most people look at cloves and think they are just a spice, something you add to tea, desserts, soup, or holiday drinks for a warm smell. But this tiny dark flower bud has been used for thousands of years for a reason. Long before modern supplements, people used cloves for the mouth, digestion, breath, and general wellness. But here is the problem. Most people today are using cloves in a way that gives them only a fraction of the benefit. Some use old clove powder that has been sitting in a cabinet for months. Some boil cloves so hard that the kitchen smells amazing, but many of the aromatic compounds escape into the steam. Some put clove essential oil into water, thinking stronger means better. And some chew too many cloves at once, then wonder why their tongue, gums, or stomach feel irritated. So today, let's talk about the smarter way to use cloves. Not the extreme way, not the dangerous way, the simple, practical way. The reason cloves are powerful comes largely from a compound called eugenol. Eugenol gives cloves their strong smell, warming sensation, and many of the properties people associate with them. It has been studied for antioxidant, antimicrobial, and anti-inflammatory effects. But eugenol is sensitive. It can fade with time. It can evaporate with heat. And when it is too concentrated, it can irritate the body. That means the method matters. The first big mistake is relying on old ground clove powder. Ground cloves are convenient. You can sprinkle them into oatmeal, smoothies, coffee, or warm drinks. And if you only want flavor, that is fine. But if your goal is to get more active compounds from cloves, old powder is not the best choice. Once cloves are ground, their natural oils are exposed to air. Over time, the aroma fades, the taste becomes weaker, and the potency drops. That jar of clove powder sitting in your kitchen for 6 months may still smell slightly warm, but it is not the same as freshly crushed whole cloves. Here is the simple rule. For flavor, powder is okay. For function, choose whole cloves. Whole cloves protect their oils better. You can crush, soak, or chew them only when you are ready to use them. The second mistake is using clove essential oil too casually. Clove oil sounds powerful because it is powerful, but stronger does not always mean better. Essential oil is highly concentrated. A few drops are not the same as a few whole cloves. If used carelessly, clove oil can irritate the mouth, throat, stomach, or esophagus. This is especially important for older adults, people with reflux, ulcers, sensitive digestion, or anyone taking medications. Also, oil does not mix evenly with water, so when someone adds drops of clove oil into a glass and drinks it, they may swallow concentrated droplets that touch sensitive tissue directly. That is why clove oil should not be treated like a casual morning drink. For most people, whole cloves are safer, cheaper, and easier to control. The third mistake is boiling cloves too aggressively. Many people make clove tea by throwing cloves into boiling water and letting them cook hard for several minutes. The kitchen smells strong, so they assume the tea must be stronger, but that smell is actually a clue. If the aroma is filling the room, some of the volatile compounds are leaving the water and going into the air. A better method is gentle. Lightly crush 3 or 4 whole cloves. Add hot water, but not violently boiling water. Cover the cup and let it steep for 10 to 15 minutes. Covering the cup matters because steam carries aromatic compounds. When you trap the steam, you keep more of the clove aroma inside the drink. Clove tea can be a good option. It is warm, simple, and easy to add to a daily routine, but it works better when you use patience instead of aggressive boiling. Now, one of the best beginner-friendly methods is overnight clove water. This is simple. At night, place 3 to 5 whole cloves in a glass of room temperature water. Cover the glass. Leave it overnight for 8 to 12 hours. In the morning, remove the cloves and drink the water before breakfast. This method avoids high heat. It gives the cloves time to slowly release their compounds into the water, and it is easy to maintain because you prepare it before bed and drink it when you wake up. But do not overdo it. Some people think if 3 cloves are good, 10 must be better. That is not smart. Cloves are intense. More can mean irritation, not more benefit. Start with 3 cloves. See how your body responds. If it feels too strong, reduce the amount. Another traditional method is chewing 1 whole clove. This is stronger and more direct. When you chew a clove, you release its natural oils directly in your mouth. That is why cloves have been used for breath and mouth freshness for so long. But again, the dose matters. Do not chew a handful of cloves. Start with 1. Place it between your back teeth. Bite gently. Let the flavor release slowly for 3 to 5 minutes, then spit it out when the taste fades. If your mouth burns, your gums feel irritated, or you have dental problems, skip this method. Overnight clove water or mild tea may be better for you. So what is the smartest routine? For most people, I would keep it simple. Start with overnight clove water. 3 whole cloves in 1 glass of water. Let it sit overnight. Drink it in the morning. Do that for 1 week. If your body responds well and you want a stronger routine, you can add gentle chewing with 1 fresh clove after drinking the water, but you do not have to. The goal is not to use the most cloves possible. The goal is to use a small amount consistently, and that is the biggest lesson. Cloves are not magic. They will not fix poor sleep, a bad diet, high stress, or lack of movement. They are not a cure for disease. But used correctly, they can be a small, supportive habit. A small habit repeated daily is often more powerful than an extreme habit done once. Before using cloves regularly, be careful if you take blood thinners, have bleeding problems, stomach ulcers, severe reflux, liver disease, or are preparing for surgery. In those cases, talk to your doctor first. So tonight, try this. Put 3 whole cloves into a glass of water. Cover it. Leave it overnight. Tomorrow morning, drink it slowly and notice how your body responds. No miracle claims, no complicated routine, just a smarter way to use a tiny spice that most people have been wasting for years. And once you understand how preparation changes cloves, you will start seeing other kitchen ingredients differently too. Because sometimes the biggest health upgrade is not buying something new, but learning how to use what you already have the right way. Here is one more thing to remember. Cloves work best when they are treated like a small daily ritual, not a quick fix. The real benefit is not just in the spice itself, but in the discipline it creates. When you prepare clove water at night, you are already making a healthier choice for tomorrow morning. That small action can set the tone for your whole day. Maybe you drink less sugary coffee. Maybe you eat a cleaner breakfast. Maybe you become more aware of what you put into your body. And that is how real change usually begins, quietly, simply, and consistently.